Pero as OFWs po, in our own little ways, paano po kami makakatulong sa initiatives?
Alam mo ba, narinig natin na the most effective advertising is word of mouth. And that's where the Filipino community can really like exert their influence and power. As a group, the Filipino community is a power to reckon with. No? And you know what happened in the U.S. before? Any tourism campaign failed. Why? In the U.S., the Filipinos in the U.S. themselves were saying, don't go to the Philippines. And that's the worst thing they can do. So, sila mismo nagsasabi na huwag kayong pumunta sa Pilipinas kasi madumi, nakakatakot, etc., etc., etc. Diba? So, that's the reason why they launched several campaigns, no? To target the Filipino community, because then they are a very powerful bloc in terms of imaging. So it's like I guess what happened to yung Vietnam and the Thais. No? How did they promote their countries? Through the stomach. Every time they build a community anywhere in the world, they come up with little Thai restaurants, and which, diba, in every community, everybody wants to go and eat in a Thai restaurant or in a Vietnamese restaurant. But does anybody go to a Filipino restaurant?
No, it's very expensive here.
Diba, no? Yeah. So yung mga Filipino restaurants all over the world, the only ones who go there are Filipinos. Yeah. But you go to a Thai restaurant, I will not even talk of Chinese kasi matagal na, centuries ahead sila, no? But Thai restaurant and a Vietnamese restaurant, you find the mainstream market.
Ma'am, let's go back to yung Almira. Kumusta na ang nangyari doon? The last time na meron sila na interview doon. Merong pinag-usapan na malaking agreement.
Last November.
Oh, yeah.
Oo. So, ngayon, follow up lang, no? Actually, na-clinch na ni DA din sa yung deal with Almira, no? Tapos na halos, no? So, pagpunta namin doon mamaya, okay, we will come in November. Gano'n na lang sasabihin natin mamaya, no? But, we're going to put a little bit more shape to it, no? By saying that this is how we're going to do the in-store promo. This is the image that we will bring. We will bring these products, no? But it's going to be a process also, no? Hindi naman pwedeng we just go there and like put up an in-store promo or put the products on the shelves, no? The people from Almira will have to invite them back to the Philippines. They have to choose the products themselves. They have to look at the factory and look at the supply side of it, no? So it's a process that will have to be done as well in preparation for the November promotions, no?
So that means na mas marami pang mga Filipino products na tinitingnan nila na pwede pang i-display. So,
meron po kayo mga specific products yung mga most likely na yung dadalhin dito for natin?
Well, meron na tayong mga strong exports dito, no? Noodles is number one, and I think it's because of the Filipino community, I guess, no? Yung noodles, biscuits, processed foods, no? Tuna, bananas, no? Fresh foods, no? I'm not sure how we can do in vegetables pala. I was looking at this, talagang they're very strong in vegetables, but can we compete?
Their strength is actually fresh in Almira. But again, they want to also move to other sectors or other levels, like processed food. Pero yun, strength talaga nila is processed. Is fresh.
Yeah.
Yung mga Arabs kasi mahilig sila sa salad na from vegetables.
Okay.
So yun. Kung gusto mong punta ka ng hotel, kung may mga ganyan.
That's what they look for. So, but beyond that, so we're already exporting those here, no? At saka malakas na tayo dyan. We were saying, because the market for fresh is so huge, and even, but there's also a parallel growth for packaged, no? Yung processed and packaged, no? Consumer, for the young generation, di ba? Mahilig sila sa ready to go, mga tipong gano'n na, no? So that's something that we can look at, no? We were thinking of private label effort to jumpstart the market, di ba? To expand, no? Yung volume natin, no? Pag private label, ang pagka-explain sa akin ni TA Dinsay is really allowing Almira to import, and then they repack based on the brand ng Almira, nung tipong ganun. But you can always say they should allow yung made in the Philippines pa rin, no? Yung parang ano niya, yung origin niya. It may be, I'm not sure, I'll have to check mamaya siguro when we go to the Almira store, no? How they will feel about like Philippine branded products, no? Like if we say it's a Philippine banana or Philippine mango, whatever it is that we will adopt later on, no, for branding, how will they support us in that, no?
Yeah.
There has to be a complementary supporting.
Kasi based sa natitignan namin kami mismo, kung pupunta kami ng Almira, ganun pa rin eh. Parang ang mga Philippine products, mahahalo pa rin sa ibang
Asian.
products from Asia. Like sa Thailand. Noodles, yan. Nagko-compete yung Philippine product na noodles saka Indonesia, saka Thailand. So, there must be some kind of strategy na ma-separate siya. Dahil sa mapansin sa
Which okay lang din yun kasi we want nga to be mainstream eh. Kasi kung i-separate mo siya, parang ang focus lang baka yung pupunta dun sa area niyo, mga Filipinos lang. Pero since nakahalo siya sa ibang brands, sa ibang countries, ang pupunta dun sa area na yun, international din. So, magkakaroon ng opportunity yung mga locals dito or yung mga other nationalities to buy our products. So,
Sa Almira lang po ba kinakausap mo about
Lulu.
We're talking to Lulu. They have started talks. And there was some Easter promotion, I understand, no, years ago with Lulu, with Lulu Market, no? And we are talking to them in Dubai, or Abu Dhabi, no? In Abu Dhabi. We're talking to them in Abu Dhabi. So, we're looking at the big stores initially. Diba? At saka yung Lulu, mayroon na tayong history sa kanila. What we need is primary shelf space, no, Georgie? So, and if for what would be the conditions for them to give us a primary shelf space, di ba? And for them to promote what would we do have, no? So ngayon, pagpunta mo sa supermarket, hindi distinctive yung Philippine products. That's what you're saying, Chris, no? Parang gano'n. Okay. So, is there any other country who did Insta promotion like Thailand before? Malakas bang Thailand dito? Malakas ba? Malakas ba Thailand? And branded na nila? Yung label na nila? Or... Okay. Sige, pag-aralan natin mabuti. Kasi parang ako, nag-aaral din kagaya. Baka mas marami pa nga kayong alam kaysa sa akin eh.
Itong sa 19 doon sa Dubai. Sa Dubai. So, nakapokus dito yung halal product.
Yeah. Oo. Ito, I will ask my my officer, no? She's the one who's my expert in food. So Lea Ocampo can talk so much about halal and what he wants to do. She's the one convincing us that we should go halal, you know. So.
Really, we're so far behind, no, when it comes to the development of halal and also the promotion of halal, compared to Thailand and Malaysia and even Indonesia. No? But we are together with CA Joji and CA Faisal Abdullah in KSA, as well as because we are actually yung aming this is going to be our first effort actually to promote really intensively halal, no. And we're coming up with a program of branding and marketing halal certified products from the Philippines in order for us to be able to at least get a niche for the Philippine halal products, because right now very way ahead na yung so much ahead na ang Thailand and Malaysia sa atin, no. So we really need to catch up also, because after all the halal industry is a 2.1 trillion industry, no. Globally it's a huge market. So we're trying to get a slice of that market by starting with the Middle East, and then later on we want to go Asia as well, ASEAN as well, because it's also a huge halal market. So that's where we're going, and we are working actually very closely with all the other agencies which are involved right now with halal. Department of Agriculture will be involved with us, and the other export promotions agency of the DTI, which is the Bureau of Export Trade Promotions, which has been handling actually the development of halal for so many years now, no? And we're actually taking it on now. They have been able to develop, and right now we have 500 companies which are halal certified in the Philippines, and about 10,000 products that are halal certified. So this is all because of the efforts of the Bureau of Export Trade Promotions, as well as I forgot the name. There's a newly created agency right now who is taking care of halal development.
Very restrictive. Only the QDC.
Yeah, that's why it's
distribute
QDC
that,
lang.
not the other outlets.
Only QDC.
And only certain people with that permit.
Yeah. At least you have to have a basic salary of 5,000 reals. That's the requirement.
Yeah. But they've already contacted some of our exporters.
What are their needs? I mean, are they being filled by what we're bringing to the market? Is there any definitive change in what they want? Nagkakaroon ba ng shift in taste or what? Or talagang they really like just like noodles, canned tuna and biscuit, yung mga ganon, nisin monde, mga ganyan. So, ganun pa rin.
Kasi parang sa akin po, visibility talaga eh. Like, if you want to buy Filipino products, you have to go to souk, Filipino souk, mostly, or sa mga stores na catering to Filipinos. Parang sa akin, it would be nice kung sa mainstream market nga po. Baka mas, kasi actually, ako lang nagkakaroon na ng variation, yung iba ako, I'll go for other products. Kasi, yun ang nakikita ko, yun ang accessible sa akin. It's a matter of accessibility rin po siguro.
And the Filipino souks are not so accessible. They are like dispersed.
Like, opo, kasi parang ako, I won't go there. Kasi bakit? Kasi mahirap mag-park.
Yeah.
Hindi siya ganun ka-ano. May mga inconveniences.
But there's this Kabayan and
May mga
Manila supermarket.
Yung mga
Manila supermarket. Pero
small
maliliit pa rin for what you have in mind.
small groceries, ganun din ang sitwasyon. Lalo sa akin kung nagmamadali.
There's no Asian supermarket? Like,
Hindi
for
kasi
example, in
siya
Europe, you find
specific.
Asian supermarkets. No? They carry Filipino, Thai, Vietnamese, no? So,
Ang kasi dito ang small groceries, halo-halo na ito. Siyempre kung saan ka nakatira sa Kabuday.
So malapit.
Ang nagdo-dominate kasi dito yung mga small groceries run by Indians. And then, yan, nagkahalo-halo yung
so Filipino products can only be found in these small Filipino souks and konti yung ng mga nasa supermarket.
How about the pricing? Pricing and
pricing.
quality, packaging.
packaging, I think, walang problema. Prices, yata we are a little
Competitive,
higher.
no?
Okay naman, pero parang a little higher compared. Of course, you cannot compare it with the Indian products. They will always be less. Parang lagi silang cheap in everything.
There are 200,000 strong Filipinos here in Qatar. And the best way that they can really help the Philippines is to help promote the products, no? And bring out the message that we do bring quality and value products, no? High value added products into the Qatari market. The Qatari market is a new market for Philippine food, and it's really word of mouth that can really convince them to buy more of our Philippine products. I guess that's
Well, I
it.
think what we need from the Filipino market or the Filipinos here would be their support in promoting our products. I think we all know that we realize that our greatest marketing asset is our Filipino population in the Middle East. So if all our kabayans support us, then I think we will have a very successful promotion activity or program for our products from the Philippines. So, yeah.